first F-16 Viper built in South Carolina. The first F-16 Viper to roll off the Greenville line was also the first in an advanced Block 70 configuration, and will fly next year. Without further ado, Jordan on June 16, 2022 agreed to buy 8 F-16 Vipers for the needs of its Air Force, citing the Air Recognition article. With the agreement, Jordan will also join the F-16 Viper development program. According to F16.net information, the Jordanian Air Force operates 64 F-16A/B units, of which 39 aircraft have undergone the MLU, Midlife Upgrade program, with an average age of 38.2 years. In July 1994, King Hussein of Jordan signed a peace treaty with Israel, and ended the hostilities between the two countries. Shortly after, the Jordanian government requested the purchase of 42 F-16A/B units from the United States government. Although at first the US was hesitant to sell the F-16s to Jordan, in the end they still agreed to the deal at the instigation of Israel. In addition to buying new F-16s, Jordan also does not hesitate to buy used F-16s from other countries. In 2009, Belgium planned to sell its F-16Ams, and Jordan was the first country to respond to the sale. Lockheed Martin will build an order for Jordanian F-16s in Greenville, South Carolina. Currently, Lockheed Martin continues to recruit workers to pursue production targets for the F-16 Volts. Lockheed Martin has now given us a full look at the first F-16 Viper fighter to roll off its production line in South Carolina. The jet, one of 16 batches the company is building for Bahrain, is also the first new production F-16 in the Block 70-72 configuration and is expected to make its first flight early next year. Lockheed Martin confirmed that the jet had just completed its final assembly and checkout, FACO, stage and painted its production line. Now onto the flight path before its maiden flight. The Vice President of Integrated Combat Group and General Manager at Lockheed Martin, described the launch as a tremendous achievement, especially for the Greenville, South Carolina plant, and said more to come and eyes ahead. In 2017, Lockheed Martin announced it would move production of the F-16 from its main production facility in Fort Worth, Texas, to a smaller plant in Greenville, South Carolina. This comes amid increasing focus on the F-35, which is still produced in Fort Worth, and a seemingly dwindling demand for the Viper. As the War Zone reported at the time, this appears to be a smart move on many levels and one that could help save the F-16 production line from shutting down altogether. Since then, interest in the advanced variant of the F-16 Block 70-72 has surged and translated into a significant order for the jet. The Greenville line already has a stockpile of 128 F-16s, including 16 for Bahrain. Additional Vipers are being built for Slovakia and Bulgaria, and others are being ordered for Taiwan and other unspecified countries, according to Lockheed Martin. The company already expects stockpiles to grow by at least 136, with contracts expected for 8 new jets for Jordan. Bulgarian authorities have also approved plans to buy a second phase of the fighter. The Block 70-72 configuration is based on an advanced upgrade package that Lockheed Martin developed for the older F-16 Viper. The Viper that received the upgrade, the first example of which entered service in Taiwan last year, was the redesigned F-16 Volts. Like the upgraded V variant, the new production F-16 Block 70-72 notably features Northrop Grumman's and APG-83 Scalable Agile Beam Radar, SABR, an active electronically scanned array type that was also refitted into many Air Force Vipers. Older U.S. New state-of-the-art production Viper features revised glass cockpit with new digital multifunction display, updated mission computer, advanced electronic warfare suite for self-defense, new data link, provision for joint helmet-mounted queuing system, JHMCS, and again. The difference between the Block 70 and 72 subvariants is the engine, with the previous jet featuring the General Electric F110, while the latter is powered by the Pratt & Whitney F100. Other options are available in combination with the Block 70-72 configuration. For example, the first Block 70 F16 image for Bahrain, seen at the top of this story, shows it is a two-seat jet with an enlarged backrest seen on some previous Viper variants that could accommodate additional avionics, system communications, countermeasures and more. Previous artwork from the future Bahraini Block 70 F16 single-seater, seen below, shows the aircraft equipped with conformal fuel tanks that can extend the range. Lockheed Martin said 2 years ago that it wanted to move to a more standard configuration. As it stands now, Lockheed Martin expects production of the F-16 Block 70-72 to increase significantly next year in Greenville, and the existing backlog will keep the plant busy to mid to late 2020s. The first jet for Bahrain will be delivered to the US government in the first quarter of 2023, after which it will undergo flight tests at Edwards Air Force Base in California. Then it will be sent to the customer. This is a common procedure for the transfer of fighter aircraft, among other major weapons systems, that are acquired by US allies and partners through the Foreign Military Sales (FMS) process. There are reports that Manessa Siren Boltzheiser, a former US Air Force F-16 pilot who became Lockheed Martin's first female test pilot last year, could be the one to take control of the Bahraini Viper on its maiden flight. "My background was before I was only in F-16s, said Boltzheiser, who now flies F-35 Joint Strike Fighters in a test pilot role, in a recent interview with WCNC, an NBC affiliate in Charlotte, North Carolina. "I've been in it for 16 years, so it's familiar." To revive the F-16 for many of our foreign military partners who have purchased the latest block that we have issued, Boltzheiser added. "So hopefully, you'll see that jet or plane fly. It's been years in the making, since we moved the production line. Twilight just 5 years ago, looks set to see some historic firsts early next year."